Monsieur, votre attention s'il vous plaît. L'Orient Express à destination de Strasbourg, Munich, Vienne, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia et Constantinople va partir. Les passagers sont priés de monter à bord des voitures. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The Orient Express is now leaving for Strasbourg, Munich, Vienna, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia and Constantinople. All passengers should be on board.
En voiture, fermez les portières s'il vous plaît.
Okay, so we start here in this little area after I have just jumped the train. Here's a door leading outside. It's locked, of course. And as you can see, the way you move around are these arrows. They tell you the directions that you can go into. Here's another door leading to another part of the train, and then another outside door, which for the time being is also locked. So for right now, I'm going to go through this door and look around a little bit. Okay, there seems to be a book, magazine, illustration, journal universal, and what appears to be a passenger list of the people on the train.
Oh merde, où est-ce que je peux le mettre?
So I'm going to take that and keep that for reference.
Excuse me, monsieur, but this is the last sleeping car. If you are looking for the dining car, it is 2 cars forward.
I thought I'd just take a walk to the end of the train. There is another car after this one, isn't there?
Yes, but it is a private car. Je suis désolé, monsieur.
That's kind of different than what I've gotten before.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Apparently I can speak to this person, noted by the talk bubble. So let's see what he has to say.
Excuse me, can you tell me which compartment is Tyler Whitney's?
Oh, Monsieur Whitney, excuse me. Your compartment is number 1.
Okay, so this conductor
Premier
has
service,
confused
premier service.
with
Le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant.
of
Dinner is
Bonsoir,
served
monsieur.
in the
Whitney.
restaurant car.
And as you can see, as people walk around, they will interrupt you in whatever you are doing. It's a
monsieur.
real time game, meaning that this game follows a clock. You know, if you take too long doing something, life goes on and it will continue without you. So, okay, he said Tyler Whitney's was in compartment 1. So here's compartment 8. And my instincts in these type of games is to click all over the place to see what happens. So I'm going to knock.
Monsieur, please. There will be trouble. I cannot be responsible.
Okay, so apparently I can't even knock on the door without getting in trouble.
Ah, monsieur, excuse me. These compartments belong to the
Eh,
gentleman in number 4.
امشي من هنا سمعتني امشي من هنا
This guy seems kind of pissed off. I wonder why.
Pardon me?
Let's see if I can talk to him.
مين هنا
Sorry. Wrong door.
Okay, so that guy seems quite annoyed with me at this point. So I'm going to continue on.
Monsieur, excuse me. That is not your compartment.
Okay, so I'm just going to check out my friend here, because he said I was in compartment 1, or Mr. Tyler Whitney was, who is my friend. So I'm going to see how he's doing. And he's apparently busy because he's not answering the door. So I'm just going to walk in.
Tyler.
That's very upsetting, even though the guy does not seem to be that upset that his friend is laying dead on the ground. So I guess I can interact with him. I'm going to pick him up. And for right now, I guess I can place him on this couch area. Okay, so I'm gonna look around to see if there's any evidence of what happened to my friend. There appears to be a briefcase up here. But so far, nothing too suspicious. Blood stain on the ground.
Elle était rangée. J'allais vous la ramener.
This looks interesting. Let's check it out. So apparently, whatever was in this box is missing. And take note of the shapes of these objects. And again, if you hear stuff in the background, my parents are up, so they make noise. Okay, apparently there's something under this box. So let's check out the inventory, see what that was. A scarf with the letter W. Okay. So there's his jacket. Well, I don't see anything too suspicious as to what happened here. But I do have to get rid of this body because I am the only person here who has seen him dead, as far as I know. So, the first thing that comes to my mind is this window can be opened. And I can pick up my dear old friend Tyler here. And maybe, I can give Tyler the burial he very much deserves. Okay, so I just chucked my friend Tyler out the window, like the good friend that I am. I could have, perchance, hit this alarm
Cat, have come across something exceptional. More your line than mine. Depart Orient Express, 7 p.m. Friday, Garda Lest. You're the only one I can trust. Your pal, Tyler. P.S. Hope you're not still angry about what happened in Cuba.
I wonder what happened in Cuba. Okay. So that was a letter from Tyler to me, Kath. And here I appear to have a newspaper clipping. And I'm not going to read this because it will take a little bit too long to read. You can pause the video and read it if you wish to know what it says. But to summarize, it is basically describing a fugitive with brown hair and blue eyes who is American and has fled to Paris. So that pretty much fits my description, I'd say. Seeing as though I just jumped a train out of nowhere. Okay, so this suitcase has a few things. Here seems to be a scroll of some sort.
Excusez-moi, monsieur, c'est le conducteur.
Okay, somebody's at the door.
Yes?
Excuse me, Monsieur Whitney. Herr Schmidt is waiting for you in the restaurant car. Shall I bring him a message?
I'll be right there.
Very good, monsieur.
Okay, so somebody's waiting for me in the restaurant. So let's get back to the scroll. It is apparently in a foreign language. Russian, I'd say. So I don't have any use for that right now. Here appears to be another letter that is addressed to Tyler Whitney, my friend who I chucked out the window.
I accept. Need to get out of town for a while anyway. Book double compartment in your own name. Don't mention mine. Maybe a little late. I'll meet you on the train. Cat. P.S. Still angry about Cuba.
Okay, so apparently he is still angry about Cuba. So, we know that Tyler asked myself to join him on this train, and I have just found him dead. So now we need to find out what happened to him. So I'm going to explore a little bit, as is what I love to do in these types of games, and go a little further.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Here seems to be a second sleeping area. Probably the first class to the coach.
Tiré par la fenêtre et il roulait à côté des rails.
There's some women.
Oui, il a roulé et il était mort.
François, s'il te plaît, va jouer avec ton jouet.
Il est mort, il est mort, il est mort.
François, arrête de chanter, c'est désagréable. Ne pleurer, eh bien pleure. Ta vie est tellement dure. Je suis une mère horrible qui te fait souffrir. Allez, allez, tu es ce gros chagrin. Tu n'es pas si malheureux. Allez, sèche tes larmes. Allez, c'est fini maintenant. Ça y est.
Entschuldigung.
Oh my. Well, there is Herr Schmidt, who is
Bonsoir,
the person I was supposed to meet in the restaurant. But because this is a real-time game, and I took a little bit too long explaining what was going on in my compartment, he has left the restaurant.
Excuse me.
And I will just continue to explore anyway. Here's the dining compartment with somebody that I have not met before, but apparently I can speak to, so let's see what she has to say.
Mind if I join you?
That's bold. Is it customary in America to be so forward?
In certain circles, it's not unheard of.
I must have been moving in the wrong circles. I hope you find somewhere to sit.
Looks like he just got rejected pretty hardcore there.
Excuse me, I think you dropped this.
It's not mine.
My mistake. I wonder whose it is.
That's interesting. According to her outfit right here, it looks as though that scarf
Pardon, monsieur.
of the ambient noise in the background from the kitchen and the dining room.
Le figue de bœuf
Соблюдала
jardinière.
все заветы
Thank
нашей
you.
Will there
церкви.
be anything else,
Да,
madame?
дедушка.
No? Bon appétit.
Тебе нравится это блюдо?
Да.
По-моему, это замечательно.
Вы себя чувствуете прекрасно?
I just really like the fact that you can spy on people basically in this game. And just be a little kind of creep. And I like the guy's voice, the main guy's voice. It's very ASMR inducing for me. Okay. So I'm going to ask this girl one more time about her scarf. Or the scarf that I believe to be hers.
Are you sure this isn't your scarf?
Quite sure.
Man, she's really busy, so I'm gonna leave for right now. Check out if anything else is happening.
Excusez-moi.
A big portion of this game is just basically going back and forth and exploring and overhearing things and getting information about the train
Bonsoir,
and what's
monsieur.
going on the train.
Yes?
Well, that's odd. This is apparently my room, or Tyler Whitney's room, and there is somebody in there. So let's check that out.
Ah, Whitney. I was beginning to wonder if I would ever have the pleasure of making your acquaintance. Have you brought the gold? First you kept me waiting, now you don't answer me. I have kept my half of the bargain. If something has gone wrong, I would like to know it.
Nothing has gone wrong.
I'm glad. I trust that you will not mind if I asked to see the gold.
I trust you won't mind either if I ask to see what I'm buying.
To see it? But you know that is impossible. The merchandise will be put on the train at Munich. It is what we agreed.
Good. Then we're even. Herr Schmidt, it's been a pleasure. We'll talk again after Munich.
So, everybody is mistaking me for Tyler, and it appears that Tyler was involved in some really shady business here. But I still do not know to what extent. So, let's
There you are,
continue
monsieur.
on and see
Is everything all right?
Everything is fine.
what's going on a little bit.
Pardon me?
Ah, Monsieur Whitney, excusez-moi. His Excellency wishes to receive you in his private car.
His Excellency.
Yes, monsieur. He's waiting for you.
Okay, so
Pardon me?
apparently somebody who is very wealthy and named His Excellency would like to speak to
Bonsoir,
me.
monsieur.
So let's go check that out. Just pretty creepy painting. And fun fact about me is when I was 18 and really into my witchy phase, I actually wanted this picture or this painting for myself. But I've grown out of that now. Okay, so I'm gonna knock and see what this person wants with me.
Hello. It seems I've been sent for by someone named His Excellency. That wouldn't be you, would it?
Pretty cool place, it looks like. Take a
What
look.
an unexpected pleasure, Mr. Robert Cat.
Usually people call me Tyler Whitney.
You should take care when choosing a name for yourself. Names have power. The most primitive cultures understood this, but of course it will be as you prefer.
Not everyone has the luxury of choosing his own name, Mr.
Kronos. Whether you are Kath or Whitney is a matter of indifference to me. I am prepared to continue the discussions begun by my agent in Paris, provided that you have the peace of which you spoke.
Is Kronos your first name or your last name?
I have no time to continue these delightful discussions of names. I have brought with me a rather heavy briefcase. I would like to know now if the proposed exchange interests you, and if you are capable of completing it.
Not just at the moment, but I have hopes of being able to do so.
In that case, we have nothing further to discuss. I myself must leave the train in Vienna. In case we do not see each other again, I wish you a pleasant journey to Istanbul, and continued success in evading the British and French authorities. Have a pleasant evening, Mr. Khan. Kahina will show you out.
Okay, so basically this person seems to be looking for something, and I could not help him out for the time being, so he is not interested in me now. So let's check out what else is happening
Bonsoir, monsieur.
in the rest of the train. Nobody there, which is to be expected.
Pardon me?
Since it's supposedly my compartment.
Pardon me?
Pardon me?
I'm sorry about that dog. It's quite annoying because there is a dog in this game. And it will growl and bark every once in a while.
Merci, madame. Excusez-moi de vous avoir dérangé. It's the conductor to make your bed, monsieur.
Okay. Well, apparently there is a gentleman standing here that I can interact with that scroll that I found. So maybe he can give me some insight as to what it says.
Excuse me. Could you tell me what this paper says?
It's a Russian fairy tale for children.
Could you translate it for me?
Do you know what a fairy tale is? It's one of the ways the exploiters make the people forget that they're enslaved. For 100 years, Russian peasants have told their children this story of a hero who plucks the tail feather from a firebird. Child goes to bed with an empty stomach and dreams of a hero who will never come.
Sorry I asked.
Okay, so apparently that scroll that I have in my possession is a Russian
Pardon me.
fairy tale. And here comes a couple of people who are leaving the dining cart. Maybe they will have something interesting to say.
Василий Александрович!
Дедушка,
Василий Александрович, меня зовут Алексей Дольников. Вы, кажется, знавали моего батюшку.
Да, знавал я одного Дольникова, Петра Николаевича. Хороший был человек, набожный. Сын у него был. Опозорил и отца, и всю семью свою. Пойдем, внученька. Устал я малость.
Василий Александрович, how many thousands have you condemned to prison and torture in the name of your piety? Или вы счет потеряли?
Okay, so whatever these people have, they seem to have an issue with each other, basically. They seem to have known each other in the past. So let's continue to the dining cart. And
Pardon, monsieur.
there's
Pardon me.
that Herr Schmidt guy who was in my cabin earlier. And a family eating dinner.
Excuse me, Fräulein Wolf. I could not leave the room without paying you my compliments. I'm sure you do not remember me. My name is August Schmidt.
But I do remember you. It was at Mrs. Lauder's in London, wasn't it?
Yes. You played Brahms' violin concerto.
How lovely of you to remember. And you were with an English woman. Was she your wife?
Yes, that is, Miss Wolf. May I present my colleague from America, Mr. Tyler Whitney? Herr Whitney, Miss Anna Wolf.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name.
Tyler Whitney. Have we met before?
I seem to remember hearing of a Mr. Whitney years ago in New York. You were trying to raise money to start a revolution in Cuba, isn't that right?
Mexico, and it wasn't me. It must have been someplace else that we met.
Herr Whitney is well known as a champion of freedom and justice in countries other than his own. But please, don't let us interrupt your dinner.
Not at all. You're both very kind. One does get so bored on these long journeys. Good evening.
A beautiful woman.
Is she?
And a brilliant performer. To look at her, you would never think she was Jewish. Until Munich, sir.
Okay then. That guy will probably become a future Nazi. Because it's 1914 and it is years before World War II. So that woman is leaving, so I'm just gonna go back and explore somewhere just to see what's going on and if anything interesting is happening elsewhere.
Pardon me?
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Nobody in there.
Pardon me?
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Pardon me?
It's waiting to get
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
into the compartment.
Excusez-moi, monsieur, c'est le conducteur.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
So, the thing about this game being real time is there is sometimes a little bit of a wait period for things to happen.
Épernay, 5 minutes d'arrêt.
And we are now arriving at Epernay.
Le train entre en gare d'Épernay.
See if I can sneak in here. Okay, so apparently I've snuck into this person's compartment. Just like to explore a little bit. I can watch him sleep if I wanted to. But that's not interesting, so here's the bathroom. And another door. Whoops. I always get disoriented in this game because it always seems like you're
Yes, who is it?
Just a minute.
a different direction. So this is basically just like my compartment's bathroom. It has a little compartment at the bottom.
Mais non, François.
That
Il
you
est temps
can
d'aller se coucher.
hide
Tu
something.
iras au bout du train demain.
And you share your bathroom, apparently, with the people next door. So, that's about it. There's nothing really interesting going on in here right now, so I'm going to leave.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Keep walking back and forth.
Joli, dans un même endroit. Vous
He
êtes les
does
reines
lay
de
it a
l'Orient
bit
Express.
thick, doesn't he?
Pascal. Pascal?
Pardon me?
Oh, he talks like that to everybody. Tu es vraiment très belle ce soir.
Sophie, you're embarrassing me.
Mais pourquoi? C'est vrai? Tu ne me crois pas? Tourne-toi et demande à notre Américain s'il te trouve belle. Je suis sûre qu'il sera du même avis que moi. Et alors, qu'est-ce que ça peut nous faire? Écoute, pourquoi voyager si c'est pour s'inquiéter des mêmes choses que chez nous? Tu es libre. Tu ne le sais pas encore, c'est tout.
You make it all sound so simple. You only knew how very difficult it was for me to even get on this train.
Okay, so it's 9:16 p.m.
Bonsoir, mesdames. Avez-vous fait votre choix?
On prend du rouge?
You choose.
Un Bordeaux, pas trop cher. Et moi, je prends un consommé et puis le Châteaubriand, bleu.
Consommé de volaille et Châteaubriand béarnaise. Très bien.
I'll have the same, medium rare.
Très bien, madame.
Just gonna go back to exploring again because that's the fun of this game. It's just every time you leave, other things seem to be happening.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Yes? Who is it?
Okay, so this is my compartment again. And there appears to be somebody inside, so let's check that
Pardon me.
Oops, he's leaving. Okay.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Bonsoir, police. Ouvrez s'il
Police
vous
are
plaît.
here, so I
C'est
gotta
la police,
think
monsieur.
fast here without getting interrupted.
Merci, monsieur. Bonne soirée.
They're looking
Excusez-nous de vous avoir dérangé.
basically for me
Bonsoir,
because
police.
I
Ouvrez, s'il vous
jumped
plaît.
my best friend out a window of a train. So I have a few options here. Well, no, actually, I don't have a few options in this compartment right here.
Bonsoir, police. Ouvrez,
So
s'il vous plaît.
I have to think fast. And seeing as though I can open this window, I'm gonna take a nice little stroll out here and see if I can save myself from getting arrested forever. And also have a good chance to just stalk people. So I'm stalking this guy reading a book.
Monsieur, c'est la police. Ouvrez.
Okay, cool. So, because the train has to keep schedule, I have just eluded the police once again. And free
Messieurs et mesdames les voyageurs,
leave
le
again.
restaurant est réouvert.
So that's cool.
Pour votre patience. Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's check out, see if this guy has made any more sketches, which it seems he has. It looks like the old man. And it sounds like he's having a little discussion with somebody else.
excusez-moi monsieur, excusez-moi monsieur, excusez-moi monsieur.
Malheureusement, c'était la police locale. On a bien essayé de leur faire comprendre. Vous savez, on est en France.
De quoi s'agit-il alors?
Comme vous avez été tellement patiente, madame, je crois qu'il n'y aurait aucun mal à vous répéter en toute confiance ce qu'ils m'ont expliqué.
Bon, voyons.
Il s'agit d'un cadavre, madame, qui a été découvert le long de la voie ferrée. La police pensait
Excuse
qu'il
me.
avait été jeté de notre train.
Je l'ai vu.
Excuse me.
Tais-toi, François. Et alors, ils n'ont rien trouvé?
Rien, madame. Il s'agissait d'une erreur. Il n'y a aucune raison de s'inquiéter.
Mais c'est vrai, ils l'ont jeté par la fenêtre. Je l'ai vu.
François, ne raconte pas d'histoire.
Si vous me permettez, madame, je vais vous laisser.
Merci.
Bonne soirée, madame.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Pardon me.
François, je t'ai dit de ne pas raconter d'histoire. C'est vraiment insupportable.
Okay, so the little kid is stating that he saw the dead body fly across his window or whatever when I chucked him out, but the mother doesn't believe him, thinks he's making up stuff. And here's a woman just standing.
Would you lock my
here,
compartment,
so
please?
that's
Of course,
curious.
mademoiselle.
Thank you.
I'm going to see what she's up to,
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
like the crazy spy that I am. Follow her.
Excusez-moi monsieur, excusez-moi monsieur, excusez-moi monsieur.
Jeez.
Bonsoir, Couder. Tout va bien chez vous?
Depuis le départ des gendarmes, tout est normal.
Et les passagers?
Madame Boutarel m'a demandé quelques détails pour satisfaire sa curiosité.
pour les autres passagers, je crois que l'incident n'a pas été trop dérangeant. Bon, pas la peine de raconter tout cela dans votre rapport. Je m'en occuperai. Très bien, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Let's see.
Yes? Who is it?
That guy is back in my room.
Right away, monsieur.
Curious, so I'm gonna see what he's doing in there to begin with.
Who are you?
This is my compartment. Who are you?
This is Tyler Whitney's compartment. Where is Tyler? Убийца!
Oh man. I gotta fight this guy now. I'm so smooth with these skills, man.
As I was about to say, I didn't kill him.
Who are you?
My name is Robert Kath.
So you are Kath. Tyler spoke of you. He was afraid you were angry with him.
You shouldn't have worried. That was a long time ago. You better tell me what's going on. Tyler had a meeting with someone named August Schmidt. What was that about?
Where's the gold?
What gold? I saw a wooden box in a hell of a mess.
Then we are lost. How can I tell this to the general? Oh, I must tell to the others.
What general? What were you and Tyler mixed up in?
You must tell no one about this. No one.
Not even the train conductor?
You've been warned. It's a Naruka. The Black Hand.
There you are, monsieur.
Thank you.
So once again, it looks like Tyler has been mixed up in some really shady stuff. And, he's got himself in trouble with these people. And now, since he's dead, and everybody thinks I'm Tyler, I'm probably in trouble.
Ce serait un incident international.
Et son Excellence, le prince?
Il n'a pas été dérangé. Son secrétaire africain s'est occupé de tout. C'est pour cela qu'ils m'ont posé tant de problèmes avec le harem. Les policiers, vous savez, ils n'ont pas l'habitude de côtoyer la haute société.
Bon, au moins, c'en est fini avec tout ça. Assez de problèmes pour une soirée. Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Okay, so there's that woman that we saw leave not too long ago. And it appears I can't really interact with her right now. So I'm just gonna try it.
Do you have a match?
Aren't you a little young to smoke?
Monsieur, I'm not a little girl. I have just spent the whole season in Paris. I'm very tired and I want to smoke. Thank you.
Что там произошло?
Вы говорите по-русски?
Немного. Only what my mother was able to teach me.
How funny. An American who speaks Russian. Then you heard the horrible things that man said to my grandfather.
Who is he?
His name is Alexei. We grew up together. We used to play together every summer in Odessa. I can't imagine why he should want to quarrel with my grandfather. So childish.
Well, maybe he'll grow up. Like you.
Okay, so she is apparently Russian as well. So maybe she can help me understand what this scroll says.
Do you think you could read this?
The firebird. It's beautiful. Look at his burning tail. Where did it come from?
It belonged to a friend of mine. What does it say?
It's a poem for children. It's a story about Prince Ivan and the firebird. If you like, I could write out a translation and give it to you in the morning.
Спасибо, Татьяна.
Не за что. Спокойной ночи.
Okay, so she has agreed to help me understand what that says, and she's going to translate the scroll for me.
Bonne nuit, monsieur Moulet.
So, I think it's about time for me to head to bed after this long day of escaping the police and basically throwing the rotting corpse of my friend out the window. And this portion